Hey guys, I've had something that's been kind of bugging me and on my mind a little bit, and actually a lot. This is separation, distance, space. We all are having a hard time with this, you know. In little groups, our groups, it seems to be okay. You know, we've got our groups that we think it's okay, and it's kind of scaring the hell out of me. So. And then watching TV, of course, the media, you know, they do the best to do what they can with it. And you either believe it or you don't. And some of it kind of goes sideways depending on who's reporting and or speaking or what group it is. But still, I think there's some truth to all of it. And we really need to believe the things that our world leaders are saying. And we got the CDC saying things. We got FEMA saying things, head of military groups, the President of the United States, you know, and we all around the world, if you look at it, you know, everybody's having a hard time with this distance, this 6 feet. So real quickly, you know, and especially me, I'm a touchy-feely kind of person, you know, so I kind of, I had to create something for myself, and it's a kind of a personal space provider is what it is. And, you know, I would ask every one of you, you know, create one for yourselves. You know, make something that gives you that edge. You know, get out of your comfort zone. So what I've done is I've taken a cedar board and I cut it into pieces. And I'll show you the steps on doing this, but it's a personal space provider. And what it is, you know, and I wear it to keep myself from grabbing, touching. And I put it on my wrist. It's a little piece of leather. It's a cedar board. I use cedar because cedar is part of my culture as an indigenous person, a Native American here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm a Nisqually tribal member. My name is Monty Season Wintushka. And but cedar's part of our ceremonies, and it's part of our culture, you know, and so I just like the thought of it, you know. But scientifically, cedar is a repellent. Okay, so it's antifungal, antibacterial. It has a lot of medicinal properties to it. But it is a personal space provider, first and foremost of all. You know, it has no claims other than that. I like it because it carries the spirit of my people and the forest and a certain balance for me. You know, so with that said. But I painted it with our traditional colors a little bit and had fun with it a little bit. But I wear it, and when I go out in public, so it creates that space and that distance for me. You know, and I don't poke it at anybody. But if I look at it from shoulder to elbow, that's 1 foot. From elbow to wrist, that's 2 feet. This creates the 3rd foot. You know, and so if we can get set a standard, if we can get everybody to create something that's, you know, basically this is 14 inches long. And you extend it, you know. When in doubt, extend it out. You know, so extend it. So you'll recognize the distance. You'll see, you know, in public areas, you'll be able to recognize, you know, how far. You young people, hey man, I challenge you. Own this for a little bit. You know, pick up something, use it, create something, make it trendy, make it a fashion statement. You know, hopefully this will make it around the world. And we'll all be diligent towards this, and we'll work with our powers to be. We'll work with our leaders in helping to create this, not just for ourselves, but for the future, for the next generation, for the ones yet unborn, you know, and the ones that have just been born. We have a responsibility, folks. And I just, you know, I first started out, I thought, man, I could make these and sell the hell out of these, and you know, go around the world, and oh man, I'm going to be a billionaire. But you know, it's just, how fun is that, right? That's not where it's at right now. So it's really about creating a set standard to work with our leaders, to work with each other, and to keep that sense of safety for ourselves and for the ones we love and for our communities. So once again, you know, I've used cedar because of basically the science behind cedar, and because it is part of my culture and stuff, and it's nice to be in touch with my ancestry like that. So real quick and simple and easy. And on another note, do not go out and destroy the cedar trees. Do not go out and rip branches off them. Do not go out and, go to your hardware store, whether it be Home Depot, Lowe's, or the little community store that needs the help right now. Financially, we're all in trouble like this. So, but go and buy yourself a little cedar board like this. You know what I mean? It's just a little cedar board. It's rough cut. And what I've done is I've measured strips out. It's a 1/2 inch. This board is 3/4 of an inch wide, 6 feet long. Look how many I can make at 14 inches. I can make a lot of these, so it's 3/4 of an inch long, 1/2 inch, saw it down. You're going to end up with a piece like this, square, right? Drill a hole in it. After you drill a hole in it, I've just taken my sander and sanded the sides. You can hand sand it. You can use a knife and scrape it. Put a piece of leather in the end of it. I put some colors on there to carry my traditional colors and the colors of the Pacific Northwest, and having fun with it. I would like to make these for my community and hand them out and get them out to my community and do what I can to try and do my part and set that standard. But my challenge to you young people around the world, create something to make that difference for that 6 feet. For just help us, help you, help ourselves. In that aspect, we're all in this together. Each and every one of us, and the next generation deserves the fighting chance that we can give them. And please, let's just let's give it a shot, man. That's all we got, right? We got each other. So I chose to use cedar once again because of the antibacterial properties in it. And whatever you use, remember, at the end of the day, clean it. When in doubt, extend it out. It's really about that. Right now, it's a different time, different way of thinking, and it's about all of us, So, and I called this me and my wife. We were kind of, I made one for KLICK and STYX. Hey, love you, miss you. Go see grandma. Make one for grandma. Make one for your neighbors. Make one for the ones on the homeless, out in the streets. Hand them out. Tell people what it's about. Show people what it's about. And once again, KLICK STYX. Don't physically touch one another right now if you don't have to. Keep that down to a bare minimum. Set this standard. Let's set a trend right now. If anything, it's a great reminder of what we're going to all make it through. So if we listen to these people that are advising us and telling us, and we show them that we're responsible, and we want this, we need this right now for ourselves. We're all scared. We're all in this together. So figure out something that works for you. This is what works for me. I just thought I should share it. I just think it's got some value to it. KLICK STYX, folks. KLICK STYX. Miss you, neighbor. Love you, man. You doing okay? Hey, So yeah, let's work together on that. And for those of you that can't make these sticks, or that would like one of these sticks, I'd be more than happy to make one for anybody. If that many people are in need of them, then maybe I get my community making them, my native community, and we'll send them out to the world like that. We'll send them out to everybody. So, with that said, there's my Gmail. If you need one, hit me up. I'll do my best to get it to you. We'll get it figured out. It's about, I don't know, they're not that expensive to make, okay? Especially when you buy a board like that, and it's not a whole lot of work. But if I get a hit up for a lot of them, it's gonna, we'll get it figured out. Anyway, but make one for your neighbor, make one for a family member, make one for the ones you love, make ones for the ones you don't even know. It's if you can, hand them out. If you can't, charge for what you got into it. It's by the time you get into it, it's going to be about $15-20. So but you'll be able to make a few of them, at that price. So anyway, please, folks, Let's help one another. Let's help ourselves, help each other. All my relations. Thank you.